You mentioned Smitty. So he emailed me this week to defend
What?
him. Yes,
He emails?
Yeah. So are you
I know he texts.
Okay, so he emailed me over this controversy. Over this controversy about not promoting DraftKings at all. And he claims it's total bullshit.
Oh. Listen. And I know he was complaining. He thinks I single him out. I got a text.
Why would he think that?
He's the only one who texted me Jew. So like, oh, he's coming at me. Like, oh, he did. I got a text from Gaz, unsolicited, Paul, after we launched. 975 hashtag DK partner posts across our social network so far. Every talent did at least one post. Straight retweets don't count. Barstool Sports, 84 posts. Dave, you led the way with talent for 49 posts. The people who put up one post, not including just retweeting somebody, girls, which makes sense, Fran, Danny, Caroline, Grace, Hannah. Duh, fine. And then these three, Taylor Lewan, who's not even like a full, he has a different relationship with us. He wasn't even part of gambling. He was a pro football player. Will is like, they're a little different. He's not even a full-time employee. Dan Rappaport, who just started basically, and Smitty. Those are the three.
Yeah. Well, what about Rappaport? Why is he getting the pass? Because you just
Rappaport's been here for 20 minutes.
You know the rules. I know, but you should know the rules. That's
I'm gonna Rappaport has been here for 20 minutes. Smitty's been here for 20 years.
I agree. So Smitty emailed me, sent this long email trying to clear his name, and at the end, because he's claims to be a big Springsteen fan like me, he's trying to curry favor. He quoted a title of a Springsteen song, got the title wrong, of course, which would be like, Dave, it would be like, it's called The Promised Land. He called it The Promised Land. It'd be like calling it Come Mondays, just to give you an idea, just to give you some perspective. So, do you want to have him clear his name? Is he back?
Clear his name? How? It's like I know he thinks I went after him because Paul called me. He's like,
he should hate Paul.
Yeah, like from under the bug for sure.
These are facts. He's like, why is he picking me? I guess he didn't reach out to me. I haven't talked to Smitty. He asked Gaz. He's like, why is Dave picking on me? I told Gaz, I go, send him what you sent me. It's black and white.
Is he around or no?
God, no.
Yeah, he's here.
He's here.
Yeah, Smitty.
Get him on.
I'm very curious this defense.
Like I say, it's a long email. It didn't make a lot of sense to me. He claimed
last time he tried doing
why did he send it to you?
I think he thought because I'm hosting the show, he claimed he was sick for a few days. So again,
there's certain guys in this fucking company that always have something.
Miss Peaches got the camera.
No, it was like there's always certain people.
Where is he?
There he is.
Hey guys.
Smitty, hello. What is your case? Please, your
Did you hear what I just read, Smitty?
Yes, I heard what you just read. First of all, congratulations to Miss Peaches. She's lovely.
Thank you.
I love her. My wife loves her. She's a veterinarian. Thank you very much for rescuing a dog. Yes, I heard what you just said, and that all makes sense. That's not what you said last week. What you said last week was Smitty was last in tweets across the board. It's an exact quote that you had. Anybody can look it up. And I texted Gaz. I'm like, what report are you talking about? I don't think that's objectively true. Gaz got back and said there were multiple people on the report. You were the only one singled out. You need to ask Dave. And then I went back and looked on Twitter, as anybody can do, public platform, and looked, and there were people who had nothing. So that's what I was concerned about. And also,
Name Smitty.
No, I'm not naming names.
I'm going exactly what was sent to me.
Yeah, and I'm going by what you said on the program, and I texted Gaz.
Smitty, 1 second. So you said to me in the email you sent, I asked for a response. I didn't get one today. You said
I was doing Pick Central. I didn't see you.
That's fine. One big name, and you redacted the name. Who is that name?
I'm not one to throw under the bus.
Can
you let me finish, Kirk? I know this is just a fucking yap show all over the place.
On this show, you give us a name. Give us a name.
I'm not one to throw anybody under the bus, but I went back and I saw first. I went by name on the blogger page, because that's what CBS instructed me to do, and I saw that there was somebody who didn't have anything.
So was your issue with Gaz then? Like,
my issue was with Gaz, of course.
Because
but also,
I don't feel like I singled you out unfairly based on what he sent me. The bottom three, Taylor Lewan, not a full-time employee. Rapport hasn't been hearing you. And then there's a bunch of girls.
It might be semantical now,
Texas.
but what you said is Smitty had the least amount of tweets. That's all what was said, and that's all that I heard. And I went to Gaz to clear it up and be like, because the direct question afterwards was from Whitney. And Whitney, I love you. And I know we only had a couple interactions. Was, does Smitty just want to get fired? Which, I mean,
Smitty, no, Smitty, fair enough. But I'm curious, like, are you just like sick and tired of how you're treated at Barstool? Are you almost ready to move on in a sense? Because I just don't see you out there doing that much. It's just
in a perfect world, I am happy here, and Barstool is happy. That is a perfect world. There's no denying that I'm broken. Like, there's no, I mean, anybody with fucking eyes can see it. And
well,
Dave,
by your own actions.
Dave, if you want to have a private conversation about it, we can. I tried to talk to you about it last July. You kind of blew me off and went public with it a little bit, which really just put me in a worse place.
Well,
we can have a private conversation.
In the end, Kirk, tell me if you think I'm wrong. We're on the outside looking in.
Mm-hmm. Right.
The Jew text.
Yep.
Dave, in the end, won't believe you didn't send it, and you swear you didn't send it. So that's pretty much. It's just the
revisionist history behind stuff that happened 10 years ago. It wasn't a text that said. Can I finish? It wasn't a text that said Jew, like I'm leaving a fucking burning cross in the middle of the night. It was a DM. Can I finish? It was a DM that said Jews with an exclamation point at the end of it. That was sent from an open laptop at a party that I was at down the shore.
You're like, it's revisionist history. It didn't say Jew. It said Jew's exclamation point. Like,
I think that's a fair point. I think that is a fair point. Just say what happened. Don't say I'm the last in DraftKings tweets when that's objectively not true. When somebody comes on here and says that was the last. Let me finish. Don't have people come on here and say that I went last in the contract draft when that's just objectively not true. Like, it's just a lot of objectively not true things, and I can't.
Shut up for a second, Smitty. 1 second. Shut up. So you said in the message you sent me with Gaz back and forth that you were also sick for a couple of days, right?
I dropped 15 pounds last week. Yes.
So was that part of the reason why you didn't? Has it something to do with the tweeting or no? The DraftKings, or is that not related?
Not initially. No.
Not initially.
I don't know what.
I followed the instructions to the most convoluted email ever sent and confusing email about DraftKings promotion. To a T. I did not know that retweets did not count on this report. I know that now going forward.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, but time out. Retweets is just
retweet. I mean, yeah.
Retweet is just a total lack of effort. It's like coming up and trying to make things interesting with content shows effort and initiative, which you showed basically none of.
Who's the Smitty? If you could go back in time.
I think this is all. See, this is why I didn't want to address it or send an email or even care. I just wanted clarification for my job that if I actually sent the least amount of tweets, where did that come from? That's all I wanted to know. And I texted Gaz, and now it comes across that, a million other things 10 years ago.
Like, that had nothing to do, Smitty. That had nothing to do with why I singled it out. I'm not going to go after Rappaport as hard as I've said 10 words to Rappaport. He's been here for less than a year, and Taylor Lewan is a full-time employee.
Then that wasn't what you said. That wasn't what you said on the show.
I wouldn't have gone after Biz like that.
So what do I believe? When you just throw stuff out that, Smitty,
I just read the report. You're acting like I made something out of thin air. It's not.
Then the report's not true, because then there's other names on there.
Dave, do you think maybe Rappaport and Taylor bring a lot of money to the company, and that was part of it too?
Yeah, that's fine. If you explain
foreplay.
Kirk, I also said in the email, and also I know what the fucking promised land is. I know everywhere that show. I did a typo.
You're so muffled, Kirk.
Yeah, Kirk. I think they shriveled you in that bus.
Here we go. That's great. Better now or no?
Better now.
Yes,
maybe you're eating the mic as a pro. That's surprising.
Fucking tell me.
I know the promise is different than the promised land. I know everywhere the promised land is a typo. I apologize.
You're muffled again, Kirk.
What am I supposed to do? I don't know.
I also said in the email that if I deserve to be lashed out or brought upon and it's warranted, great. I just didn't know where it was coming from. That's all.
Let me put this way.
If you explained it today like it was last week, That's fine. That's fine. Call out my effort. Call out whatever you want.
I don't even remember
know
how it came up last week. It was an
recorded.
offhand question, right?
It's
Someone
recorded.
asked
No,
me.
you brought it up yourself. You said, you said, and by the way, Smitty had the least amount, or I got a report, and guess who had the least amount of tweets sent out for the DK partnership? Smitty. That's all what was said. And all I wanted to do was get clarification from Gaz. And I don't think that report's
all right.
accurate.
You guys be okay now or no?
From what you said. That's all.
It's the same as we always are.
Am I muffled still or no? What the fuck? Am I muffled or not muffled?
No, right there, you're not.
So in the end, Smitty, I would say, like, I guess as I remember playing hockey, the coaches hated me. It sucked. But you'll always have a contract, so it's like almost can you deal with just being hated by him, but continue to be
It's not even hate. It is what it is.
You hate him.
But no, let me ask you this. Whitney, we went through this with Bosco, and you're like, Bosco, why don't you just do what he's telling you to do? To me, if Smitty knows we have this relationship, and you want to say it's convoluted or whatnot, he's saying there's someone else who's not on the list. I'm telling you the list I got. I didn't go digging for it. I wasn't like, let me see what Smitty did. I didn't do that.
And that's not what was said last week. You can go back and look at what you said last week.
You said
he said that he got a text he got a text though. I don't think he said he asked. Like
it's all public. Have one of your dozen fluffers go and just look at the quote. Just look at it.
Smitty, you just said last week. Smitty, you literally just said I got a report. Here it is.
Here we go.
I got a report. Who did the least amount of tweets for DraftKings?
Right.
That already said what I had to say.
So my thing is, I don't. So
my point is, I didn't go digging for it. Gaz proactively sent me. I looked at it. You were dead last on the list.
Sure.
All right, we're going.
It's like
we're going in circles.
He never says, Dave, you're right. He says, no, I didn't say two exclamation point. It's like, all right, what?
Jews, JEWS, exclamation point.
All right, goodbye, Smitty. We're good. We're going in circles. We're good.
Thank you.